talking about Anatolian Shepherd grooming, and more specifically deshedding today. Got 3 different tools. Come here. Have just a regular brush. This one does about the least amount of work. My next second is the shedding blade, and it works pretty well. But my favorite is the slicker brush, and that one I use most often, especially for the shedding season. It is really sharp though, so if you have any dogs that are older or that have skin problems or a lot of lumps and bumps, sometimes this one is not so good to use because it will catch those sensitive areas. So your basic brush is getting out a little bit, and this is probably the most gentle one that I would use on an older dog or one that's having some skin problems. And it does pull out fur. He's really shedding right now. He's blowing his coat. And then your shedding blade. Your shedding blade, the thing that I kind of don't like about that is that it does just, all the fur just goes everywhere. But I do think it does a lot better of a job than your regular brush. But I'm going to have a mess everywhere, and I'll have to sweep. And then your slicker brush, I think, does just as good a job, if not better, than the shedding blade, but it keeps it all in one area, so it's much easier cleanup. I usually like to start at the top and work my way down. It's warm, getting warm out, so this guy will appreciate getting all this extra hair out. Yes, you like it? Good boy. And you can see a nice big clump, and it's not loose, it's all clumped up together, so it's a lot easier for pickup. And since he's at the end of his shedding season, I only have to do this maybe once a week. When he's full-blown blowing coat, then I can do this daily and still get more. It's just more of how quickly I get tired and how quickly he gets tired. Boy. And then with all this loose skin up here, I just stretch it a lot of times so it doesn't run away from me. Good boy. Good boy. irritation. Oh, I know. Stop it. Just be mindful of all these really sensitive areas if you're using a slicker brush. That can be really rough. And then make sure get the little ears too, and behind the ears. When you're up here brushing, make sure you're always feeling for any kind lumps, bumps, any irritations, skin, hot spots. Especially in warm, humid weather, hot spots can pop up really quickly. Especially underneath the neck, where if they're panting a lot and slobbering, it'll get wet, or if they get a drink, it'll get wet and get caught in this really thick fur. You can get a problem really fast. If you're keeping up with it, then you're going to notice if something starts. And once it starts, it can spread really quickly. So you need to get a control of that. Don't forget the armpits, the elbows, and your lower legs. Boy. All that part sheds too. The flank. Good boy.
Oh.
And of course, make sure you get the britches. That area tends to have a lot of thick dead hair, and it doesn't come out easily. So I pinch up on some of the hair and brush underneath it. Oh, and there's a huge clump under its tail. And don't forget the tail. The tail's usually pretty sensitive, so I try not to overbrush that. But definitely getting all the sides and underneath holds a lot of dead hair. Good boy. And then the little sensitive end, I know, the sensitive end, sorry. Don't forget the knee and the underneath of the leg. Yes. Good boy. There you go. Good job. And then once I get basically the whole body done, I'll usually just go over it once more, hit the spots that still have a lot of hair coming out. Boy. Get your little neck again. Make sure you get up under all the collars. Get your chest. It's a boy. And if you do have other dogs, it's of course easiest to bring up the dog that you're working with, have them away from everybody else, which is why he's up at the house. And I'm not doing this back with the goats and the other dogs, because it would be everybody trying to get attention all at once. All right, buddy, you're about good. Yes, you good. So that was just a couple of minutes and did pretty good. We've got a small dog worth of fur off of him. Get off of it. So we did pretty good today. Good boy.